Hey everyone! Well, today would have been my mom's 77th birthday, and so I decided to do an art journal page in honor of her and her birthday. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm prepping my pages with gesso, only because I wanted to use stamps like I had done previously to kind of make some marks into the page. So I have a happy birthday stamp, some balloon stamps, thinking of you, and a couple of little flower stamps. Um, so I'm using both pages today instead of just one. So there I'm doing the other side, and I will just continue to stamp the stamps. I love this technique. It is really cool how it actually does make the impression, and then when you put your paint or your color on it, it just brings it out. It's really cool. And today I decided I was going to try alcohol ink, and so I decided to mix two colors. That did not work too well, sorry, but because I don't think it was dry enough. But here I'm mixing the alcohol ink. I had a pink color and like a bluish green color that I put in there, and for the life of me I cannot remember the names of them. So I'm just adding the ink into the bottles, and then I will end up adding the 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol to it, and just shaking it up to distribute it. And I actually loved the effect that these have onto the pages. So I take it, and I'm taking the pink first, and I'm just spraying that down, and then I will take the teal color one, and you see how it's just, it mixes so cool, and then using the heating gun, it moved it. And then I went ahead and used some Indian ink, that is magenta, and then I used the green on top of it as well, just a little. I didn't want to overpower it, and then I just used my heating gun to dry it. And I just love the look of the pages. Here I'm taking my good old stencils. I've already done the circular ones, circles, in gold and white, and here I'm doing this floral looking one with white paint, just white acrylic paint. And here I'm taking a clock and I'm stamping it because I wish I had more time with her. So that's what that is symbolizing. And now she loved hummingbirds. Those were her favorite birds. So I'm just taking some of the Memento ink and inking it. And then I'm stamping Thinking of You onto the page with Memento ink. I figured, and then here's the happy birthday stamp. And again, I'm trying these little swirlies, and I'm using gold acrylic paint on it. I love those too. I think that looks so cool. But I figured out with the ink stamps, like with the Memento, I think I need to let them dry more because they will smear on me in a little bit. But here I'm taking a stamp, and I'm using my La Plume pens to just kind of color it in with some greens, and then with the different colors for the flowers. I like doing this technique. It's actually pretty cool to be able to kind of paint on the stamp itself before you stamp it down. I had to take it off the block because of the spiral thing there. And here is a piece of paper that I actually ripped that has a sewing machine on it because my mom was a very good seamstress. So I just took some vintage photo distressed ink to put on the edges there to kind of give it a distressed look after I tore it. And now I'm using matte medium to adhere it to the page. And I cut out a little thimble and scissors from die cuts on the same page, And so I'm using the matte medium to adhere it to the page. And I also use the photo finish to go around the edges. And here is a die cut of a clock. And again, going around the edges with the vintage photo distressed ink. And I was off camera, but I put water on it to kind of give it more a distressed look, so that's why I was drying it. And again, using the matte medium to adhere it. And I decided to put 3 cupcakes onto the page, and so I die cutted out the cupcake, and so now I'm using matte medium to adhere them to the page there. And I decided to use my modeling paste to write out the word Momma, because that's what I called her. I called her Momma. So that is what I'm doing here. And y'all, it got so hot from using the heating gun because I wanted it to hurry and dry, because you know I have no patience. You will see when it came to the letter A, it actually ends up melting the plastic. And I did not know it was going to do that. And so it kind of will bow it up a little bit, and it makes it really messy at first. I was like, what is going on? And but I ended up fixing it. So at first, see, it looks really awful. So I end up wiping it off. I tried to fix it, but it didn't work. I think I may have done that off camera, but I ended up fixing it. And here I'm just using Memento ink in the little bottom of a cupcake liner to stamp to make my cupcake liners. And here I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'm going to make the top of the cupcake to glue onto the cupcakes that I have on the page. I did 4 because I didn't know which colors I really was gonna want to use. So, and there I am gluing them down with the matte medium. And here I'm going to stamp Love You, and then I have a die cut that I'm going to use to cut that out, and I put that above the word Momma. And here I cut out another little piece of that same paper, and because I felt like this side needed a little something else and kind of to balance it out since I used it on the other side. And it says Adore You on it. And now I'm just embellishing, going and shadowing things with my brown pit brush pen. Now that I know that you use it on your matte medium, it works like a charm. I did not know that the other day when I put it on just plain paper. Can't be porous. The paper cannot be porous. Here I'm using the red pit brush pen to go over, since I didn't have a pink. And I went over the letters, and it would not, of course, smear because there's no matte medium up there, but I wanted to make the letters pop out. So I'm just going over everything that with the pink right now and smudging it out to kind of give it shadows. And then I will use my cool gray pen, the pit brush pen, to go around it as well to kind of soften it up a little bit, because it seemed a little harsh to me with just the pink like that. And here I'm giving shadows to the cupcakes. I'm going to be using the red, the blue, and the purple pens. They're all pit pens, pit brush pens that I'm using. And the green. And then I'm going underneath it with the cool gray just to kind of... And here I thought it'd be cute to put some glitter glue onto the top of the cupcakes just to make them sparkle. And now I'm using my very thin pen, pit pen, to do some outlining work just to make things pop, make it set in to the page. I should have really let that glue dry. So I'm going to have to go back and finish some of it, but it was getting late and Barry was home, so I wanted to hurry and finish the page. So, and then the last thing I will do is stamp some of these cute little hearts on top to make them look kind of like cherries. And I will go and do some highlighting work. There I'm just going over the letters. They were a little smudged, so. And then I'm doing highlights with my white gel pen. And I did go back and highlight the little hearts. And there's the date. And this is it. This is my page for my mom for her birthday. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope I gave you some inspiration, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really loved making it. So thanks so much for watching, y'all. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And to all my subscribers, you know I love you. Thanks so much for supporting me, y'all. I appreciate it. All right, y'all be good to one another. Thanks for watching. Bye.